So here's my take on Season 2 ranking for Strategist based on the subtle tweaks that they've had, buffs and nerfs to Strategists, and what we can expect to see going into Season 2.5 coming up here shortly. I do think the very best Strategist is Loki. I put Luna before him last season, but it's without a doubt Loki. He gets shut down by like Moon Knight, but outside of that, Loki just has way too much to his kit. I do think that his crystals are the best ability in the game, and 5 seconds added to his cooldown was simply not enough. Okay, people like to hate on Luna because they struggle with her in low rank. She requires really good positioning, but she has hit scan. She can heal from virtually across the entire map until she goes into clap. Clap is incredibly impactful. Her freeze is incredibly strong, but people immediately defreeze the person. If someone's frozen, I would suggest leaving them and giving a countdown so that your team can focus fire really strong. But that is a difficult thing to force to happen as you're climbing ranks. But as you get into the higher ranks, that becomes second nature. And she is really, really, really strong. Her ultimate is still the best ultimate in the game in terms of strategists. And yeah, freeze, her clap empowers your front line, your tanks to play stupid aggressively. So what I would suggest doing is say, hey, I'm going to clap, go in now. You use clap, the tanks play stupid aggressive, and they won't ever fall because they just are immune to pain while she's clapping. While she has the clap, if you will. Invis is incredibly strong, dude, and has a lot to her kit. The push-pull, the area denial, the aerial, anti-aerial with her AoE bubble that knocks them to the floor. There's a lot going on with Invis. The reason I'm going to put both of these two tied in strong is because of that reason. Both of them have issues with their ultimate that these two don't really struggle with. Rocket's ult, if you don't put it in a good location, and I would highly suggest figuring out what good location means, it gets bursted in 4 seconds. Okay, everyone is bursting that rocket ult down in 4 milliseconds nowadays. So you cannot quickly press Q willy-nilly when you're trying to shut something down, because it's just going to be like, it's going to get bursted and be a problem. But good rockets will find high POVs that things like Emma's laser can't even reach, and it'll still connect to all their teammates. So Rocket will have more of a benefit. Rocket's res is still really good, and Loki can actually copy Rocket, throw out a res, and then ult, and it's just... Rocket's really good right now. 2 rockets are devastating, but you got to be smart with your ultimate, and a lot of people struggle with that. And even if they don't struggle with that, it's still a burstable ultimate, similar to Invis's, who struggles with a lot of things, like still struggles with the Magneto play. Obviously she can go Invis, but even so, Emma using her ult to force Invis to walk so that people can burst her is a problem. There's a lot that struggles on the ultimate front with these two, so that's why I'm putting them in strong and not too meta. But I do think they are incredibly strong and definitely meta, just not as good as those two above. And I do still think he's up here. Warlock, you know, you got to be good with him. Guardian's comp is still the best composition in the game, in my opinion. You'll see it run a lot by the pro players, and when it's run in ranked, it's incredibly annoying. It's incredibly triggering, and I hate going against it.